Hi, and welcome to how to set up a land snail enclosure. I actually have two land snails in here. This is Bill. Ben is hiding somewhere in here. Okay, so this substrate is just one of those blocks of eco earth you can get that you put in water and it breaks down into this. So that is actually perfect for the bottom of them because land snails do enjoy digging down, especially if they're nervous or upset about something. We've got a lot of moss dotted around. Now when you do the moss, you want it damp. Just make sure I'm not picking up a snail in this. You want it damp but not wet, so when I squeeze it, no water comes out. It's just damp. We've got hides here and in this corner. These are just plastic flower pots. They're nice and cheap and they've got some give, so if the snail goes on the roof and falls, these aren't going to crack their shells. That's why you don't use ceramic flower pots for them, because if they do have a habit of falling, especially when they're young. I've got some twisted branches here, which I found outside. You can sterilise things like branches by boiling them or putting them in the oven. I do both. I first boil them and then I put them in the oven at 120 for about 30 minutes. Sorry about my phone going off. We've got a water dish here. Now this used to be their water dish, but as you can see, it got a little bit small. So we upgraded to this. Now it's only just got water in there. It's enough for them to sit in it and have a little bit of a soak, but because my other snail is much smaller than Ben, I didn't want him drowning, basically. So there's a little bit of water, so he can sit in it if he wants to. I've got fake plants in here. Now a lot of people enjoy real plants in their snail's enclosure, which is good. I do like that. I just can't keep real plants alive. I'm really bad with plants. We've got the usual food here. Bit of strawberry, bit of cucumber. There are a lot of lists online of things that they can eat. And some of it you'd be really surprised about. So make sure you check out those lists. I will be doing a snail care video at some point which will cover the food and everything. So make sure to check that out in the future. Got a bit of cuttlefish. Again, calcium is very important. Some people use powders. I use cuttlefish. It doesn't really matter as long as they've got the calcium, because if you keep two or more, they will eat each other's shells if they don't get enough. This tub, I got it from Wilkinson's, for £7 something, which I thought was brilliant. It has these holes already in it, but I did drill extra holes in the lid just to make sure they had enough airflow. But you don't want to make it so airy that the humidity goes down. You can just about see. They want about 80% humidity. They like it nice and damp. But if you do keep moss in there, keep an eye on it. You don't want it so damp that your moss grows mould. Mould will kill your snails if you're not careful. So please keep an eye on that. Again, with food, don't let it go mouldy. I put the food in the morning, put the snails on top of it, and then take it out the next morning and give them new food. That seems to do the trick. And that is our snail setup. I think I've covered everything. I kept the water dish in here just as a bit of a decoration, because it makes me feel better. Other than that, yeah, I'm very happy with how that turned out. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe. Thanks, bye.